The Urban Portal came about as part of our knowledge management strategy. The UN Habitat, as you may know, has been implementing its medium-term strategic and institutional plan. And under that plan, it was felt that knowledge management and knowledge exchange is a key driver for us, a key driver for success for the medium-term and institutional plan. So under our knowledge management strategy, we were looking at how to improve knowledge management within the organization, but also to improve knowledge management and exchange with our partners, and acknowledging that UN Habitat, while we strive to be the center of excellence in urban knowledge, we are not the only people that know about urban problems and issues. So we wanted to harness the knowledge of our partners into a central place that people could come to collaborate, to exchange knowledge, and to find resources on building sustainable cities. So with this in mind, we set up a Knowledge for Cities event that was attended by many partners at the last World Urban Forum, and we had bilateral discussions with partners and with staff within UN Habitat to find out how they would want this kind of platform, which was actually an outcome of the Knowledge for Cities. They said it would be good to have this platform. And it would be good to have a platform that not only had a lot of documents about all aspects of cities, but that allowed us to collaborate and to exchange and to network with others, a kind of Facebook, if you might say, for urban actors. So they said that, as I said, they wanted to, for instance, take on the discussions and the networks that were built at the World Urban Forum forward and not wait for 2 years to meet up again. Something that would sustain this kind of discussion. They wanted discussions, something that would support discussions at the local level, so that's something that would allow you to create your own little groups locally, at a national level, and also to have discussions at a global level. So something that supported that range of discussion and also supported it in the languages that people were used to, because a lot of our knowledge right now is available in English, but not in all these languages. So they also wanted this cross-sectoral discussion, because right now we have a lot of networks that are either peer networks or sectoral networks like UCLG or local authorities, networks of water operators. But there was nothing that was actually bringing all these networks together, because in order for you to have a sustainable city, like one of the speakers was saying, if you're tackling crime, you need the urban planners to plan your city so that it has public spaces. You need to involve the perpetrators and the victims of crime and have programs for them. You need to have the local authorities on board, and you need to have the law enforcers on board. So you need something that is a network of networks to bring all these partners on board. So this is again something that we want to do with this network. Already our delegate from France was talking about having many different actors working on the same thing, UNODC working on this, UN Habitat working on this, but so it's a kind of also facilitating the coordination that speakers have been talking about, to bring these actors into the network and to bring their networks into the network, so we can tackle the problem of whatever problem of urban sustainability that we're dealing with. So also, right now on the UN Habitat website, we do get a lot of people saying, can we put our content there? We say no, because this is a United Nations content. So this again gives a voice to all those people and allows the person who wants to find out different things about urban to come to one place. Because even at the World Urban Forum, we had actors saying, but you have so many networks. You have SUDNet, and then you have the Cities in Crisis, Human Settlements in Crisis Network, and you have that network. And we have to go to 7 different places to find out and to get that overall pictures of how to tackle problems. So this, again, is a framework that is supporting all those networks in one place and allowing the networks to talk together. As I said, a sort of network of networks. So I will just demonstrate to you how this system that is going to be launched during the Governing Council will work. And we will have a booth on the Urban Gateway during the Governing Council for any other questions and feedback that you might want to give. So I'll just carry on now and present it. On the homepage, you will see that we have the story for today, and I try to get a story that's relevant to your network about how New Jersey is getting grants to buy technology to address crime. And then also on the homepage, you have a different range of things that you can look at. So you have the latest news, for instance, that is relating to urban. And this news is updated by anybody that is actually registered onto the network. So you have news, you have events, you have collaboration tools, and these can be either questions that people post onto to the network, and they want other people to answer that are on the network. So for instance, we have a question, where is the next World Urban Forum being hosted? And other people can answer that. Or you can post all kinds of thematic questions either to your network or to the whole portal. As you can see there, we have a question on safer cities. How can a global safer cities network help us to achieve better cities on the ground? So then people can actually put in their answers and suggestions to that questions, to those kind of questions. We have knowledge, and I'll go into more details in this later. You have knowledge, which can be case studies, best practices, research papers, publications, and I'll show you some of these later, that people can post onto the portal. And again, there are opportunities. For instance, now there is an award in the European Crime Prevention Award. There's a job at Vienna, UNODC on crime. So you have opportunities that people can put in, and partners can apply for those kind of opportunities. And we have these events. You will see also above that you'll be able to filter the news. So for instance, if you said, I want to know what is happening in Kenya on safety, then you can put up it's not there yet, but you can select safety and you can select Kenya, and that will filter the whole site so that you can see only what is relevant to you. And again, if you look at many of these news items, so for instance, we have, this is not a good one because it's put in by a visitor, but if you have a news item, you can then click on the person or on the resource. You can actually put in comments related to anything that is on the portal. I will have a look at books and publications. So again, people will be able to put in the books. You will see there our global report on human settlements that is looking at urban safety and security. So if you were searching and filtering the site for that kind of content, then you would only find what is relevant to you. And then you could again contact the person who has written that book and ask them more information. When you register your organization or you as a person, you can say what areas of expertise you're in and also what areas you're interested in. So when you go to the portal, you can have your own customized page which tells you that this, if you're an expert in crime, then people can contact you. Or they can say, okay, we need an expert in crime in Afghanistan. And so it will filter for you the people that are registered as experts on the portal in that particular area, speaking that particular language. Because one of the problems that people said is that they could not always find people to help them with their problems. So the people in organizations is going to be able to help people to contact the right people to help them address the problems that they're having. Similarly, we'll have things like tenders and organizations, so we'll be able to match funding opportunities or contracts with people who can actually do the work for them. So local authorities were saying, well, we want to implement this project, but we can't find an organization or a company to do this. So again, this is going to be able to allow companies to profile what services they provide, or other organizations, not just companies, and to also link them with the local authority or whatever institution needs the service or the product to be provided. So that's what the people and organizations is going to do. Now, I just wanted to show you a little bit, there isn't much in this network, but we try to set up the global network for safer cities. As I said, this tool, what I have shown you so far is what everybody can see. Is what everybody can see and what everybody can put in. But people can also set up their own networks. And there are going to be three types of networks. There's going to be networks that are open, where everybody can join the network, say the World Urban Forum Network. network that are closed, where you invite your members to be part of the network. You can share documents. It will be totally closed, so nobody else can see your network. So in this way, the urban portal is allowing you to have a tool almost with minimal cost. Because if you were to go up as a network and set up your own site, put on discussions, put on all these features that are here, it would cost quite a bit. And to maintain that would also cost you a bit. So we are making it more efficient for people by giving them the framework to create their own networks and their own groups in their own language on the Urban Gateway. So if I select the Safer Cities network, you will see that there is a network now on the Safer Cities, and that network is giving you the goal of the network. You know, what is the goal of our network? What does it do? And then it is filtering the information only to show you that content that is relevant to your network. So it's telling you the news item that is relevant to your network. It's showing you that in the news and event. There's not much network. Now, I showed you several questions. Now it is only showing you that question and answer that has been posted for that particular network. So it's only showing you the question on the global network on Safer Cities, and it is only showing you the publications and the case studies and everything that are related to your particular network. Is only showing you the awards and jobs that are relevant to your particular network, and is showing you only the events that are relevant to your particular network. And that is how basically networks are going to work, by just filtering out the information that is designated for that network.